Hello, everyone, and welcome to Outstanding English. My name is Todd Elprovitz. In this lesson, we'll be going over some useful vocabulary and two dialogues about New Year's celebrations and resolutions. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions during this lesson, feel free to leave it as a comment in the chat box if you are watching live. And if you are watching a replay, then feel free to leave it as a comment and I will check it and answer as soon as I can. So my first special vocabulary item here is countdown. And countdown is starting from a number and working your way down to 0. As a noun, countdown is a single word, a compound word. And as a phrasal verb, it is split into two words. So we could say we are counting down, or we will count down before to ring in the new year. All right, so and whenever there's a big New Year's Eve party, they will always have a countdown and work their way down to 0, which will bring us to midnight. And a popular activity during New Year's is to watch the ball drop. This is the Times Square ball. And what happens is you have two pictures here. The first one is the earliest ball they used. This was 1.5 meters wide, and it had 100 light bulbs on it. These are incandescent light bulbs, the old type used to screw in. And the current ball they use is 3.7 meters wide, so it's grown quite a bit. And instead of 100 incandescent light bulbs, it now has over 32,000 LED lamps. So it has gotten quite a bit of an upgrade since 1907. And this ball is not really dropped, even though they say it's a ball drop. It doesn't drop. That would go too fast. It is lowered via cables about 20 meters, and it starts at 11:59, and it takes 60 seconds for it to travel down those 20 meters and to ring in the new year. It hits the bottom at midnight. And something kind of interesting about the ball drop is, as I said before, it started in 1907 to welcome 1908 in Times Square, and has been held annually since then, except for the years 1942 and 1943, because there were wartime blackouts at that time. So they had to keep all the lights off in the cities at night because that was World War II. So also, something you may see a lot of during a New Year's celebration is confetti. Confetti are these small pieces of paper or shiny paper that are either dropped from the ceiling or thrown onto a crowd. And this stuff falls everywhere. It makes a big mess, and it takes a long time to clean up. So in addition to the regular garbage that is accumulated during the Times Square party in New York for New Year's, the confetti, just cleaning up all the confetti and all the garbage from that, I believe one year required 190 workers and about 8 hours to clean up. So quite amazing that they're able to clean up so much garbage in such a short amount of time. And my next special item here is fireworks. So you may watch a fireworks display at New Year's. Here we have fireworks displays from two cities. We got Sydney, Australia on the left and Taipei 101 on the right. So if you turn on the news on New Year's Day, they will show clips of all the different fireworks displays around the world. Hey, Dan, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining the live stream. Good to see you. And another thing that we'll wear during a New Year's celebration is a party hat. So I have examples of different party hats here. They're usually shiny, and they usually say Happy New Year or the year that's coming up. So these might say Happy New Year and 2024. I don't think these ones say 2024 on it. So if you don't use them all up, you can pack them away and use them again. So that's great. You get to reuse these ones. And also during New Year's, you may go to a party, or you may go to a party store and find some noisemakers. These are items that can make a lot of noise if you want to ring in the new year with a lot of noise. The ones on the right, these long tubes, these are filled with air, and these have a special name. These are called thunder sticks. You don't just use these during New Year's, you also see them during sporting events and other activities. And these ones on the left, these ones you blow into, you may see these at like children's birthday parties as well. These are called noisemakers. And over here we have sparklers. So we can light sparklers during New Year's, and we can spell out 2024 with our friends and try to take a picture and hope it comes out okay. But just be careful using sparklers. Don't stick one up your nose or into your friend's eye or anything like that. Try to be safe during New Year's, everybody. And the other vocabulary item I have here is a champagne toast. So we may have a champagne toast, or we can use toast as a verb, and we can toast champagne. So one person may hold their glass up, say some auspicious words about the upcoming year, and hit your glasses together and have a sip of champagne or a non-alcoholic beverage if that's what you prefer. And my next special item here is you may hear people sing the song Auld Lang Syne. I think I said that right. Auld Lang Syne, Auld Lang Syne. And I was asking a few of my students today if they've ever heard this song, and all of them said no. And then I sang like the first three words, and immediately they all realized, oh yeah, we've heard this song before. So this was originally by the Scottish poet Robert Burns, and it was they'll usually play it maybe at the end of a New Year's Eve party right after the ball drops, and it's to kind of say goodbye to the past and welcome the future. And in addition to being sung at New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, it is also sung during graduation ceremonies and also sometimes at funerals. So you've probably heard this song before, and it's been re-recorded by many different musicians. So you can find lots of versions of it on YouTube to play if you don't feel like singing by yourself. And then over here, a common activity for New Year's Day is to watch the sunrise. So to get up early and to watch the sunrise from wherever you are. I think the sunrise here tomorrow will be, I think, 6:20 a.m. I'll have to check my phone, it will tell me. And then another activity, not so common, but very popular, is to take a polar bear plunge on New Year's Day. A polar bear plunge is to swim in icy cold water. And a lot of people don't just do this because they like cold water. They do it for raising money for different charities. So if you are brave enough to dip in cold water, you may be able to get your coworkers to sponsor you to give a little money. And then after you swim in an icy lake or a very, very cold swimming pool, then you can collect that money for charity and help people in need. This is Take a Polar Bear Plunge. I've never done anything like this, nor do I plan to. And another popular activity in the US specifically is to watch college football games. These are some bowl games that occur either on New Year's Day or around New Year's Day. So if you turn on the TV, I think between maybe, oh my goodness, on the Eastern time zone, between 10 a.m. and maybe 9 p.m., there's guaranteed to be some kind of football game on. So very popular in the US is to watch a college football game. And before that, you can watch a parade. So we have two popular parades here. We have the Rose Parade, or the Tournament of Roses Parade, and that is held in Pasadena, California. You see the large float right there. It looks like a bunch of snails on that float. And we have the Mummers Parade, which is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where they're very well known for having very elaborate costumes at the Mummers Parade. And the next portion of this lesson is going to be all about New Year's resolutions. Now, these are promises you make to yourself to either continue something good you are doing, or to change something you don't like about your life and to improve yourself in some way. So I have a few New Year's resolutions here that are on this slide, and I'm going to talk about a few specific ones that are most common for people. So one New Year's resolution that is very common is to learn a new skill. So I have 4 skills here that sometimes people like to say as a New Year's resolution that they want to learn in the new year. One is knitting. You can see someone knitting here. One is learning an instrument, like learning to play the piano. One is learning how to bake. You see someone baking cookies here. And one is learning another language or improving another language. This is a group learning sign language right here. So learning a new skill is a popular New Year's resolution. Another popular New Year's resolution is to declutter. So the word clutter means to have a lot of stuff everywhere. And to declutter means to cut back on that stuff. And by cutting back, you may keep some things, you might donate some things, and you might recycle or throw away other things. So a lot of people like to free up space in their house as a New Year's resolution. They want to declutter their house. And another very popular New Year's resolution is to get fit. So during the holidays, Thanksgiving, you eat too much. Christmas, you eat too much. So you say, in the new year, I'm going to get fit. So gyms in America are very popular in January because a lot of people make the resolution to get fit in the new year. This is my New Year's resolution, is to get fit. So if at any time you're watching one of my videos in the middle of next month, be sure to ask me if I'm keeping up and trying to stay fit during the new year, if I am keeping my New Year's resolution or not. Please make sure I am. Another popular New Year's resolution is to eat healthier. So we have a lot of junk food here. We got hamburger, we got onion rings, we got French fries, candies, donut, and cola. A lot of people like to cut back on that unhealthy food, or they say they're going to cut back in the new year, and they make that resolution to eat healthier in the new year. And another very popular New Year's resolution is to save money. So not spending so much money. Maybe you find that you have a lot of streaming services and you don't really watch all of them. Maybe you can cut back on how many streaming services you use. Maybe you can cut back on some of your unnecessary spending to save money in the new year. And another popular New Year's resolution is to improve relationships. So this could be relationships between people in your family. It could be relationships between coworkers or classmates or friends. So a popular New Year's resolution would be to improve some of your relationships with others. And very important, if you are making a resolution, to include some actionable steps that you can take to make sure you are doing that. And a very popular one, as I did this assignment for my students in high school, a lot of them said they wanted to limit their screen time in 2024. So they have come up with some alternative activities that they can do when they are bored, instead of kind of instinctively looking at their screen and scrolling around for too long. So a popular New Year's resolution, especially these days, is to limit screen time. So if you have a New Year's resolution, let me know what it is. I don't know. Oh, I have one more here. I forgot about this one. Sorry. Another popular New Year's resolution is to quit smoking. So if you are a smoker, maybe you want to cut back and quit for your own health. So if you do have a New Year's resolution, you can let me know in the comments what it is, or leave it as a comment after this video. And here is my first of 2 dialogues today. I'll have 2 dialogues today, as well as a check for understanding. So listen carefully and see how much you remember from the dialogue. The first dialogue is about planning a party. We have 2 friends, actually 2 roommates here, and they are planning a New Year's Eve party. So we got 2 people, Emily and Michelle, and here's how it goes. Hey, Michelle, have you thought about plans for New Year's Eve? We should throw a party. It's been a while since we had one. Agreed. How many people should we invite? Just 10 of our closest friends. Our place might get a bit crowded. Perfect. And we need to plan some activities, maybe some games to keep everyone entertained. Definitely. How about a karaoke setup? People can sing their hearts out as we count down to midnight. Love it. And for food, should we do a potluck or do all the cooking ourselves? We could do the main courses and ask guests to bring their favorite desserts and snacks. Good call. Now, the important stuff, drinks. What should we prepare? A bottle of champagne and a couple bottles of wine should be more than enough. We'll also grab some cans of soda. Perfect. And don't forget the countdown to midnight. Should we throw around some confetti? No way. That will be too difficult to clean up. Let's just prepare some noisemakers. Anything else? We'll need to buy a pack of party hats to give the guests. We'll also need to buy some 2024 balloons for decorations. Brilliant. Let's start inviting people. All right, so here are my questions for this. I got 6 of them. How many people does Michelle want to invite to the party? How do Emily and Michelle plan to handle the food for the party? What drinks do Emily and Michelle decide to prepare for the party? Why doesn't Michelle want to throw confetti during the countdown? What items do Emily and Michelle decide to buy for decorations? And what specific items are mentioned for guests to bring to the party? So if you got all those, great. If you didn't, feel free to watch the replay and see if you can get all 6 of those answers. And my next dialogue is about making resolutions right here. So here we go. We got 2 people, Amy and Jake. And it says, "Hey, Jake, have you thought about your New Year's resolutions yet?" "Oh, yeah, I've been giving it some thought. I want to get fit. So one of my resolutions is to start going to the gym twice a week." "That's a great goal. I'm planning to do the same. We could be gym buddies." "Sounds awesome. What about you? Any other resolutions?" "I'd like to learn sign language. At work, we have a regular customer who can't hear, and she needs to type out her requests on her smartphone and show it to us. I think being able to communicate in American Sign Language would really make her feel more welcome." "That's really thoughtful. I've been thinking about learning a musical instrument, probably the piano. We could share our progress and motivate each other." "I love that idea. It's always easier to stay on track when you have someone to share the journey with." "Perfect. Let's support each other in sticking to our resolutions. What do you say?" "Absolutely." So here we got 5 questions about this dialogue. Why does Jake want to why does Jake want to start going to the gym? I have a mistake here. Why does Jake want to start going to the gym? Okay, little hiccup there. How often does Jake plan to go to the gym? What resolution do both Jake and Amy have? Why does Amy want to learn sign language? And what musical instrument is Jake considering learning? So if you got all those, that's great. And if you didn't, just view the replay and try to get what you missed. So I hope everyone has a very happy new year and have a safe celebration, and look forward to seeing everybody in 2024 with our first lesson of the new year. Will be all about phrasal verbs. We're going to cover some daily routine phrasal verbs. So I hope you can come to that. If you do have a New Year's resolution, let me know in the comments what it is, and I will see everybody next year. Have a happy and safe new year. Goodbye, everybody. Hey, thank you. Happy New Year, Kathy Bear, and I will see you next year as well. Take care. Don't smoke or have dangerous habits. That's good. And I love reading. That's my main hobby when I don't want to use my cell phone too much. Okay, that's very good. Just make sure you don't accumulate too many books, because that makes moving very, very difficult. All right, that's why I switch mostly to ebooks these days. All right, very good, very good. So nice to see everybody. And everybody be safe and be happy. And I will see you next year. Goodbye, everybody.